good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world of darkness, and welcome to Rage Across New York, the werewolf venue. Because yeah, we're not in the Amazon. Some of us are not. Anyway, so it's been quite a busy day for Keisha because she's been trying to understand why the fuck her sister is missing and why apparently a lot of people aren't there anymore. And apparently not a lot of people are up. Like Peter's drugs saying, oh, they're on a mission or stuff like that. But it's not the thing you say to concerned Wendigo Galliard, or at least future Wendigo. She doesn't die first. And she, after breaking some furniture in her cabin, she takes the resolution to talk to the asshole in chief because he might know what the fuck is going on and why the fuck everything happened. So she takes a very determined uh, path to Olaf's cabin, and well, she's not too going to kick open the door. She still had some respect for material things, but she's definitely going to knock, not nicely at all, like the good old bang, 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 and
Look,
start to tap her foot, like,
comrade.
and yeah, she opened the door,
When
and
she
uh,
comes in, Olaf's sitting at his table, eating mutton from a stick.
you're eating what?
I, I'm eating mutton. Do you want some?
I um I think OC she needs to make a pause because get a Fenrir is eating baton, and that's that's probably slightly disturbing for a second as she she goes, no thanks, as as shakes her head like, wait, I'm supposed to be angry.
Why you're coming in here then? I figured you're hungry or something.
And she slams the door back, shutting it up. Where the fuck is my sister?
You know, I'd be mad, but that's not the worst thing that's happened to a daughter around here. Your sister is where is Amazon? The South America?
What?
Yeah, there was Vanguard, as we like to call it, and your sister was on that, so she's there.
And why? Why the fuck are we still here?
They are, like I said, Vanguard. They're ahead of us.
So we're just gonna sit on our ass here and wait for a potential answer of, oh yeah, they totally did not crash into the middle of the fucking jungle.
No, they made it. I know this.
Is she okay?
Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah, she's gonna narrow her eyes like,
She did.
I'm looking at you.
I saw a lot of things about that, and tell you she did better going out of aeroplane than my Arun did. Ugh.
And she, you can see that she physically like bleach. She becomes very pale. They put her in a fucking plane.
But to be fair, they put like all of them in the plane.
Oh my. Oh my. Oh.
Then they put them out of the plane. And then they were on the ground, and then fighting happened. is not normal. Well, it's kind of normal. We take cubs and that kind of thing all the time. But this is only second time maybe something like this has happened. Third if you count the time I went into space. Or was it fourth? Less than 5 times.
Uh, yeah, she's not sure how to take that guy
Just
because
sitting
literally
there
Olaf
eating
just
food.
he's just zen about everything.
Look, come sit at table or something. Perhaps
She's
stop
gonna
hitting door.
out of sheer defiance, she's gonna kick the door and start to walk towards the table, and she's gonna take a chair, but uh do it the grumpy way, like, yeah, I take a chair, I put it down, thwomp, and then I sits and I cross my arms.
Olaf just has this blank, patient expression. Okay, so we're gonna try something called talking it through. I'm getting the sense that you're upset because your sister is there and you're here.
Well, that's an understatement.
Okay.
Yes, to that question.
Well, you might be surprised by this, but I too am a tiny wee bit upset because my entire pack is over there and I am here. We are in similar situation, you and I.
And what kind of bullshit is this? I thought we were supposed to be organized. I thought
Hmm.
PAX, as they go and tell, oh yeah, PAX, it's a big family thing, and oh, we stick together. So why have they left you behind?
Eh,
Kind of, what kind of thing is that? First come, first serve, or something?
eh, is looser than some things would lead you to believe, especially in a place like this where sometimes we get spread thin. Is all hands to wherever they're needed. So they needed Vanguard. My pack was there. Your sister was there. They become Vanguard.
That's fucking stupid.
Hmm, is one way to put it. The way I see from times, plans and ideal things do not often survive reality, and reality is chaotic.
So what you're saying is that basically, if at some point there's some fucking asshole who just comes and say, "Oh, I'm of higher rank. I need people for a mission." And oh, look at that. There are 5 cubs there. Oh, I'm going to take the 5 cubs because there's no fucking body else around. So I'm going to take the cubs. Oh, great.
Well, if he outranks me, pretty much.
It's how people fucking die, right?
I would know. Many people have died all around me. Of all the people I came up with, maybe one is still alive. Tapisa, do you know how many cubs typically survive their training process?
She narrowed her eyes.
About half a class will make it to Cleath. And out of them, half of them don't make it to Fostron. And out of them, only 1 in 4 makes it to Adrian. Death is constant. No one is exception here. Case in point, my sister made the Cleath, died before Fust. My little cousin Heidi was a cub, died before Cleath. I am alive.
Mm, hmm. I'm I'm gonna put a Latihin on this. I'm gonna make a manipulation subterfuge.
Okay.
Uh, do, and if I'm correct, I add my pure breed because
Yes, that is a social bonus.
that's my first character with fucking pure breed.
It,
It feels so weird.
Katie went through the same thing where it was like, I've got, oh my word.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna use supporter. Like we're gonna stay normal. Like there's really no need to do it.
Yeah, you're supporting yourself. Like, can't really
I mean
do that.
technically, supporter as in the social sense.
Uh,
The fact that you're supposed to have
okay, let's see
minus
if
two and
he,
six.
let
I
me,
mean, I
let's
almost
see.
regret not saying I use supporter.
Oh no, defender wins. You are a stonewall. It's just that one-on-one action, man.
Oh my! Don't let your wife know, or else her grandma, her Asian grandma, is going to get after you. Uh, but yeah, she maintained her cool and not let her guard down, which might have told Olaf, yeah, I uh I could emphasize with you, buddy, but no, no, gotta get the stone face.
Olaf senses nothing.
Mm.
He kind of makes a little triangular formation with his elbows on the table and his knuckles up, settles his chin on it. His beard drapes over the back of his hands, technically.
So I have to expect either to die or see Glatihin dies in my hands.
That is likely. The odds that both of you will make it to the higher reaches of the nation are low.
I've worked with fewer odds.
It's good attitude to have. The ones that give up on themselves, they tend to die fast.
I can't allow her to die.
Nor can I.
Mm. I would tend to believe you, however, she's in the Amazon and you're not.
Is
So
true.
currently, we're in a predicament.
Yes and no. Can I physically stop her from dying right now? No. But my pack mates who act by my command, they look out for their fellows, is example I set for them. The training I have given her is piece of me that stays with, no matter what. In these senses, I do not allow her to die.
Oh, I'm sure she must have been very thankful.
I sense her hatred,
Hmm.
and yours. Is nothing I dream
It's.
of changing.
Hmm. I tend to judge people on their actions, but I have to say your tribe has a special place.
I expect as much.
So, the fuck are we going to do by waiting for what, another Vanguard or
Hmm. Right now, Sept is mobilizing. You notice, yes, I am there in morning. Rest of day, I am not. I am Adrian. Adrians are busy folk, especially during mobilizations. Soon, we head down there.
Mhm. So, what do I have to expect in the jungle?
The Amazon.
Contrasts.
Lots of things, actually. I have seen more widespread forces of the worm in the Amazon than I have in any other place. Any other place. It's also the first time I've seen a Bane manifest in the Tellurian. Big, ugly fucking thing with three heads. Nearly killed me and my pack. Is not the only problem, though. Traveling by Umbra is treacherous. As difficult as jungle may be, the Umbra is even more the big concepts of things. It's easy to fall into trap. On top of that, the natives of the place, these bastards, they do not like us. Some of them are okay with me, but in general, they do not like Guru.
Hmm. Somehow I could feel a kinship towards indigenous people, seeing other people coming to their land to fuck things up, even if they say they want to help.
Hmm, I certainly don't trust us much. The only thing
So,
that kept my head from being separated from my shoulders was my connection to Bear.
so let me get this correct. When you say Bastet, as in the goddess Bast, as in cats.
Like us, but into cats. That is all I really know about them.
Okay. So, so we're not the only one.
Not by a long shot. Wouldn't be surprised if there were other Pharaoh wandering around. I've only seen Bastet. And a girl once too.
What now?
Another type of Pharaoh. Oh, and I met a Korax. He was interesting.
She gets a night witch when you say Korax.
You do not like them?
I can't really not like a thing that I don't even know what the fuck is about. You're dropping
Hmm.
me names to my face and you don't even explain what they are.
Korax are bird types. The
So
one I met, he liked to make jokes. A lot of jokes.
she nods. Okay. And what is a girl?
Bear.
She well nods. Okay. So is there a reason why I mean I was just a kinfolk during that time, but when I was doing my well, aiding at the park, even hearing the conversations of the Garu, they never really talked about other changers.
That is because of past. Long ago, many other shifters. Many, many. And then the War of Rage happened. You will hear different versions about why, but the result is same. We tried to kill all others. In some cases we succeed. In others we fail. Survivors hate us for it. They're not spoken of because many like to act like they're simply not there. Like we actually succeeded.
Well, gee, seems like history likes to repeat itself, isn't it? As she looks at Olaf.
The tides of blood and hatred are constant. This is true.
She's gonna rub the bridge of her nose. Okay. So we're gonna go to the south. It's crazy, crazy people serving the destroyer. And there's Farah's that hates us because we've been a fucking bunch of asshole. So I may have had one or two encounter with the cops, beat the crap out of some of them, but I don't expect that to work really well in the jungle.
Not particularly, no.
So what are you gonna do about it?
But it's not about what I can do, young lady. And he finally finishes his mutton stick. Deep in your genetic memory, you know how. It is just matter of getting there. It is not the academic thing. This thing you feel.
Are you throwing me a Mr. Miyagi? Gonna
I'm
make you
telling
wash
you
your
the
car?
truth. And right in front of her, he casually shifts in the glabro. Does this look like thing I think about?
Not really.
Is not thought, is feeling. You've seen it all your life. No, you must look inside yourself and find it there.
That's really easier said than done.
I do not care for
So,
easy.
so what? I look into my inner me and try to find whatever that form is supposed to be.
Yes,
She is gonna take a deep breath as she's trying to look into herself, which feels kind of weird.
You may now roll Stamina Primal Urge.
Yeah, I don't have primal
You may now roll Stamina.
urge. At a higher difficulty. Yay!
Yay!
What's the diff for Glabro again?
The diff for like everything but Krynos is 7.
Oh, that's right. So it's gonna be diff 8.
Do you have a flaw I don't know about?
Her.
Hey, you got there. It's only
She,
one
she,
step, so.
yeah, it's good, but yeah, she I guess probably in her mind is she tries to reach to the core of rage and cold hatred that runs through her vein, and yeah, she probably she's probably too concentrated to even hear some of her clothes try to is starting to get half torn because she's changing size, and she blinks a couple of times before she looks. Oh, great! So, are we as her voice has deepened, obviously because of the Glabro form? So, do we run a close factory or something? Because that shit is
Eh,
gonna be expensive as fuck to replace every fucking time.
fuck. Could have sworn somebody dedicated to you. But looks like I was wrong. There are other clothes for you to wear. After that, we get them dedicated to you. Come on, we're not done. And he gets up and just kind of blithely walks outside.
And she's gonna follow him. Yeah, as she's thinking like, I feel like fucking Tarzan. She's so
When
weird.
when he gets outside off the porch, he slowly takes Krynos. His clothes disappear. She watches this entire process. Bones snap, muscles expand and partially rip the skin only to re-knit. His face elongates and he is now in the war form, and all his scars are just out there.
Oh boy.
And then he points at her.
Oh, it's my turn now. Okay. As she, she's gonna try to reach again to this core of rage, and difficulty 7 +2 stamina because of Glabro.
Krynos is actually diff 6. And
Oh
lucky
yes,
for
but
you,
I don't have primal urge, and
you didn't
she.
have Primal Urge, but it doesn't raise your diff. It's a talent.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So I actually make it.
Yeah, you actually make it. You're in Krynos now, bud.
But yeah, she feels it's really hard to grasp it because every time she tries to actually grasp this ball of rage to modify her body to take Krynos form, it seems to evade. It seems to evade and even wants to control her. But after after a few mental tries, she starts to shift as takes she takes the form of the very white-furred Krynos.
The first big shift. Glabro is a stretch and Glabro hurts, but it's nothing compared to Krynos. The bones truly crack and reform in alien ways instead of just elongating. The muscles hypertrophy to the point of tearing skin that reknits right over them. The body grows a mass of hair that is not used to draining energy that's soon replenished in the mighty Warform. For a few moments, Tapisa experiences agony, and then nothing.
Yeah, she probably takes a few deep breaths as yeah, she knows she took this form before, but not really on a conscious level. As she looks at her body that she doesn't really recognize. Like she got big hands with big murder claws, and she got a snout now in the middle of her face. A snout that she cannot ignore because it smells everything now.
Olaf regards her for a few moments and then shifts into Hispo. His stare is expectant.
And yeah, she she looks back at him like, oh, okay, I see. We're doing the full thing. As she she stills for a few seconds, flex the muscle of her hand, her arms, and those damn ears that do not stop flickering everywhere. And she gonna try. She's gonna try again, and we will see if it works.
Yeah, you've got a +3 on stam, so that should be 7 dice.
Yeah, exactly. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh yeah, you're there. You're there fast.
Yeah, the change I guess is easier this time.
Easier, but not less painful.
Oh yeah.
The bones shift into forms completely alien to the user. The musculature gets smaller, but has to reform for a lupine body. She feels the unnerving sensation of her organs literally reorganizing themselves inside of her body, and in the wake of this pain, can hear more than she's ever heard before, smell things that she can't understand because the human mind doesn't have a word for them, and see just that much better in the pale moonlight.
And yeah, she it it feels it feels definitely weird. Feels definitely weird for her because yeah, she's now on four fucking legs. Like this is this is weird. And she also now have new weapon next, tail, mighty tail.
And then Olaf goes to Lupus.
I can never get enough of Lupus Olaf with his blank judging stare.
Me either, buddy.
I mean, I wouldn't say judging, actually. I would say it's such a blasé look. And yeah, she's gonna try to concentrate again to to get everything in order. She thinks that perhaps it may be less painful this time because, well, she's a giant wolf, so probably going from giant wolf to small wolf maybe easier. I mean, I don't know. Nope, no, it's not. It's definitely not.
Hmm.
Because because
Let me
technically it's difficulty 7. So
let me check. Actually, it might be a little different to Lupus because I remember the ones for Hispo and Glabro, but
I mean, lupus is difficulty 6, but I don't have Remeluge.
that doesn't matter. It's a talent.
God damn it! So yep, no, she well she anyway she doesn't pass. Like she concentrates, she tries to shift, but yeah, the only thing that she gets is a fucking headache as she just shakes her head like trying to get back her head back together.
Olaf continues to look at her expectantly.
Oh yeah. Now he also gets the side look, the judging stare. Like, oh, you're on. Oh, you're on.
It turns out that little bit of anger was all that Tapisa needed. Her theory was correct. The rapid shrinking of the Hispo form was less painful than the rapid expansion, but still discomforting as she feels everything gets smaller and smaller in a way that she's never experienced in her life. Human growth and human shrinkage happens by tiny little millimeters over a long period of years. Tapisa's transformation happened in a matter of seconds. Her hearing expands to levels that she can barely comprehend, sounds that are hundreds of feet away sounding as though they are right next to her, and sounds right next to her sounding practically deafening. Her nose takes in the scent not only of her immediate surroundings, but parts of her immediate surroundings she never considered. The sediment of the earth, the scent of the animals nearby, and of course, the biting cold.
Yeah, she. It feels feels really weird. Feels really weird, and all those new things like assault her, the sound, the smell, the well, the tail and the fur on her back that starts to hiss, getting up as her ears completely flatten because she's completely surrounded by this noise, and she she tries to put her paws on her ears like in a probably very human gesture of I'm trying to shut my ears off to the sound because it's way too loud, way too much information for the first time.
Olaf sits. One day, you'll wear this skin as though it were your birth skin. That is the day you will realize it is your birth skin. This was always in you.
So fucking loud. Ugh.
Olaf turns his head as though he's actually tracking something. It is.
uh, I just find it hilarious because probably you'll have just slightly move one ear, like, oh yeah, actually, there's a noise like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eh.
In time, you learn to filter.
And she she stays like this for a little bit before probably having acute her senses a little bit. She takes her paws uh out from her head, even if her ears are matting, flickering, getting all the noises. And she she starts to get up on her forelegs and she starts to walk, but it's a very drunk wolf walk because yeah, I mean you have a tail to do things, but you don't know how to use that shit.
You're overthinking it.
And she looks at him, giving him a blank stare. Or I mean, gee whiz. I as she makes a pause because that sounds very weird coming from her throat. I mean, how do you expect me to take that? I have 4 legs. I have I have a nose that smell all the shit that has been laid by every fucking dog around the park. And my ears, they hear everything. I'm pretty sure that I'm hearing two fucking rabbits going at it in the bushes.
They are. Perhaps I will eat one later. I don't know.
God damn it, Bob.
Eh, still full. Anyway,
And also, there's this as she uh she looks at the tail that goes up, down, left, right, as she seems to be mystically drawn to my tail. Like,
don't
I
think
want to
about
choose
it.
that.
The more you think, the more you're gonna throw yourself off. The easiest way to get used to the body is to move around in it and accept it as it is. This I cannot teach you. The harder lesson is ahead.
Then I'll teach myself. As
Good.
she takes a very confident look. Like, yeah, I have overconfidence. I can do that shit. I don't need anybody.
Many guru, they wear the skins but do not understand them. They don't understand reason for Glabro. They don't understand reason for Krynos. They don't understand the mighty Hispo. But so many don't understand the lupus. You have the body of Worf now. Was always your body. But you could go your whole life, and if you don't look for it, you'll never find the meaning of your wolf's heart. I have seen the world through their eyes. It is a grim place.
She she makes a pause as she listens to what he has to say regarding wolves because she's been working on the side in a park, in a natural park. She's seen them from afar, never going too much further because, yeah, I mean, they had special instruction. Like, yeah, no, don't mind the wolves. Let them do what they do. Things are never easy. The world is an unforgiving place.
This is true. Olaf looks up at the moon. You would be astonished at the guru who say, "Oh, we have place for a wolf. We have little reserve." In the time before, the wolves had the land and the trees and the air and the sky, and their place in the cycle. In some places they still do, but in many, they see the trees and the land and the air and the sky, but beyond them they see the bars of a cage that tightens a little more every passing day. And yet the Homid-born wonder, why are they so angry? What wouldn't you be if you had to look extinction in the eye?
So you can roll a mighty B and E. I mean, it's very obvious. You use the R word.
Hey, I actually made it this time.
Yeah, you made it. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I would say it's fairly easy considering that uh, the Pisha is in wolf form and that, well, wolf is more expressing than human. And as, yeah, her her ears clearly back down, and the fur on her back is rising as she even uh, has a slight show of teeth at the at the mention of at the mention of reserve, because you probably it's very easy to Olaf to understand that the plight of the wolf being put in places and people not understanding their situation is something that's probably have a resonance in the Wendigo tribe.
Life goes on. Often I hear the song of rage from many corners of the nation. Beneath it is other song, is song of lament. The world is unforgiving, but the world is also very sad.
Being sad, being sad doesn't bring anything back. Crying doesn't make anything comes back.
And he looks down at her, and neither does anger. And he trots off.
And she 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 stays baffled for a second, and as she as she starts to go after him in like, hey, I'm not done talking to you, come back here, kind of fashion, as she stumbles on her legs, trying to get everything right up.
Um, she can see Olaf still moving off to do whatever just entered his head.
Whatever what?
Whatever just entered his head that got him moving in a direction, that is what she can see from where she stumbles standing.
Yeah, she's gonna follow him. She's still gonna follow him because it's like, you haven't dismissed me. I will observe you. I will observe you. I will learn.
And the Olaf stalks through the night. All right. Let me roll something. And the Olaf stalks through the night. I am the night.
you're you're still not Batman. You don't follow that.
Even better. Follows Anaconda.
Goddamn snake people.
Teresa loses sight of him for a while.
Yeah, I mean,
And
I'm not gonna throw against that because I don't have the pull dice to even find them.
eventually, however, she does hear a very weird sound. If she's ever hunted rabbit before, she knows what one sounds like when it gets tagged. And not long afterwards, Olaf comes trotting back out with the dead rabbit in his jaws. Huh, we're still here. Ha! Spits the rabbit down. Want some?
She she looks at the rabbit, looks at looks at Olaf,
What? Rabbits are healthy. No problem.
I'm not saying that. I'm just she thinks. Mm, you have to eat first, right?
He licks the blood off his muzzle, rolls his shoulders. Hmm. Good first bite. Then he settles down, with his muzzle on his paws.
And yeah, she's gonna approach the rabbit as probably in the same way a cat is going to approach something new that it doesn't know. As she gets her snout on the dead thing. It's very weird because I mean it smells rabbit, yes. It smells blood, yes. That's right, and it smells good. It's a little bit weird because she has hunted rabbit before, but she but then she had to prepare them, get the skin off, get the fur off, then start to make sure that the meat was gonna dry itself or cooking it. She never had raw meat. As she's looking at it, a little bit perplexed, and as she's probably thinking, so how? Because yeah, I mean, Olaf pretty much said it before. She's overthinking it because right now she's thinking, so wait, if I bite it, like, am I
Well,
going to beat the bone out of it? Like, where
Olaf just like watches this, and eventually, you have teeth.
am I supposed to eat the bones too?
And you can kind of crunch them. I kind of crunch them sometimes.
Olaf the bone cruncher. Oh, and she then goes, well, I mean, okay, and yeah, she opened her jaws because it gets a hold of the rabbit and he goes, oh, it's now an error, and goes chunk and just tear the
Roll
flesh.
stamina
Yeah,
as you bite into raw meat for like the first fucking time.
raw meat. Let me recheck real quickie. The lupus, yes, it's 6. Okay.
You
Do
got that classical Galliard stamina going on.
oh yeah,
You good. It's kind of
it's
gross.
oh yeah,
You
it's gross. I mean, I got fur. I got fur in my mouth.
you got fur, sinew. You swear to God, you snatched a little bit of intestine there, and the kind of gross mucusy feeling of raw meat as well. The copper taste of blood, but you managed to choke it down. Good job.
As yeah, she when she gets all the strange feeling in her mouth, probably the reaction is like, I have to swallow that thing really fast because the faster I go, the faster the taste goes away.
In
And then
her haste, Tapisa realizes she's living a pun. She's wolfing it down.
she will not acknowledge that. As she swallows, probably shivers a little bit, like, ugh. And she just there's probably a little bit of fur that goes out of her mouth.
And
Yeah.
Olaf, around the time that she's gotten a few mouthfuls, Olaf takes like a leg. They practically wishbone the damn thing. And he just eats casually. This doesn't seem to bother him in the slightest.
Yeah, he get observed by Wendigo, who goes, I'm watching that shit. Is he going to swallow it? Oh, oh damn. Shit, son.
Yeah, didn't have any problems whatsoever.
I mean, now what she's thinking is like, so he can do that. Does that means that decimates can eat the rabbit in one bite? That's what she's wondering as she's imagining the giant wolf just go doing the Pac-Man thing in the park, like waka 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 waka.
Okay, you have rabbit. Is good. You do forms. Is also good. Is there anything else?
Uh, as she cocks her head on the side. Are you? Aren't you the one that can't actually tell me there are other things?
I try not to teach all at the same time.
As she nods. They always talk. Tlatihin always talked about the Umbra. How does that
Uh,
work?
Umbra. Umbra is interesting place. Between here and there is webs. What people call gauntlet. In the city, it is stick because the city is a weaver. Here is wild. Here is easier. It is. It is like parting curtain. Stick your face in there, kind of nudge it about. Go careful lest you get caught in the web. But you must concentrate on this idea of parting through. Eventually, the idea becomes reality. You're in spirit world.
She she nods.
But there is one thing you must keep in mind unless you have something special going on with you I don't know about. You need a reflective place. Come, we will find it.
As she will she will start to follow why a reflecting surface.
Personally, I don't know. I just know that's how you do it. And he eventually brings her to a bucket of water that's perhaps been negligently left outside near one of the cabins, probably belonging to a kinfolk. Which, and he sits there and he stares at it and he stares at it and he stares at it. And Tapisa watches his body get fainter and fainter and fainter until it's just not there anymore.
As she she looks quite puzzled because she's never seen anything like this. And then she goes, okay, well, I mean, if the old man can do it, I can do it. Obviously, I can do it. I'm not gonna be stopped by anything. And she's gonna look at her reflection in into this puddle of water as she she's still thinking, I know it's possible. That seems so weird. As she looks at it, goes, I want to go on the other side. 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 She looks more and more into her own reflection on the water. I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to do it. And she she stares at her reflection, and her reflection stares back. And she looks around. There's nothing. And yeah, her ears get agitated as she's thinking, well, apparently getting hangry makes me work. As she's venting her frustration, looking back, and yeah, so apparently, apparently Tepisha can only do things if she's angry.
Congratulations, you've hulked out into the Umbra.
And yeah, she looks at the Umbra. It's it's very well, it's very strange for a first time. It has many things to set sight upon, and also something that Olaf will will see is that there's a little something that roams around her when she shifted into the Umbra. Probably he saw something, some kind of mask that, well, brings out a chilling cold atmosphere around the lake when he shifted and when Tepisa passed through. Yeah, the mask is definitely roaming around her as it's talking, but she. I mean, you have spirit talk, so you probably understand that it's speaking like welcome.
Yeah, Olaf's sitting there cash as fuck. Oh god, she has a Newman, doesn't she?
Oh yeah, she does.
Ah, you have a little friend.
As she she looks at it, kind of it's it's kind of weird for her to see that thing as she looks between the both of them. What?
This spirit, not native to here, never seen one like it before. Is like Course the Fury has with the fire spirit. My sister used to have. Is a spirit that is just with you. Is your friend. I can only tell because I have seen it many times now.
And she she looks at the spirit who pretty much does a little dance around her, blowing cold wind everywhere. Probably bothering one or two spirits or fear spirit that pass by that have to dodge the gust of cold wind.
Elf just kind of sits there and takes it. Um, it's so off. Anyway, this is
Yeah.
what Spirit World looks like.
Mm.
Spirit World is, well, it's kind of a chicken or the egg thing, really. Are the spirits there first or the things in the Tellurian? I do not know this. What I do know is the spirits, they represent the embodiment of thing. A fighter spirit, it must burn things it wishes to consume. Water spirits like to flow. Well, do water things. And I suppose I should show you other thing. Come, you will see.
She nods and start start to follow him through the Umbra as probably she leaves a little bit of a little trace of frost whenever she goes because of her Newman. So what are we searching for?
Is not search if you already know where it is. Olaf stops, sits down, and there's a gap through the trees. And through that gap, Tapisa, for the very first time, can see the cityscape in the Umbra and everything that entails.
Yeah. She's gonna look in absolute horror at what she's seeing. What the fuck is that shit?
This is what it looks like with Weaver dominant over place. The spiders of pattern, the spiders of haunting, the many webs.
So thick. Seems to go even beyond the horizon. So,
Is more like limits of city.
but it's where the enemy is.
Enemy is many places. It's true. Many banes here. Many blames in many places. Sometimes entire realms.
That's as she looks at the city, the webs, and all the spiders roaming. That's disgusting. I would even say it's infuriating to see this. It's
We call it the
I,
scar.
I would have said a cocoon, but yes, I think calling it a scar is a pretty accurate description.
There are many like it.
Things have been spinning out of hand, haven't it?
Ever since the end of the Impergium, humans don't know when to stop.
So, if this happened because of the end of the Impergium, why haven't Garu thought about making a second Impergium before it ended like this?
I don't know. But the Silver Crown sees it one way, and that one way is enforced.
So, as so What is this howl? Well, it's crown. We have. Are you telling me we have a fucking king?
I'm telling you, we have a fucking king.
Well, ain't that just great?
He is same reason we are going to Amazon.
Oh, now you have her full attention.
The Gaian king, wearer of the silver crown, Jacob Morningkill.
Mm-hmm.
I have never seen him in person.
So I guess I'm gonna ask a very obvious thing. Hasn't somebody told him to go stick his crown up his ass?
Nobody that lived. As you can tell, I often prefer to keep my mind on the war with the worm.
Mm. Politics.
I have had my fill of them.
Politics is bad, but sometimes, sometimes with the right pressure at the right place, be amazed to see what people who say no can say yes so fast.
That kind of thinking is why hundreds of guru are dead and burned miles north of here. You're not the first one to think this. You won't be the last.
Mm.
I make joke earlier. World's worst dance party. Tried to keep things light. Was big day for you. But the more Gaian blood is shed, the less of us there are to fight the worm. And its numbers are legion. I don't try my best to keep the peace between the tribes out of any goodness of my heart. There's very little of that left. I try because war is more important than any of us, myself included.
So you portray yourself as a pragmatic.
There is no portrayal. These are simply things I think. I am not actor. Talk to Garrett one day. He will tell you how bad I am at acting.
Who's Garrett?
The Wormfall. Shadow Lord. He lives over by rock.
What's a wormfoe?
He's offensive commander of Sept. And then Warder is in charge of defenses. Warder is my cousin, contemplates the mercy. He's a part of family married in.
Roll my dice. Two successes to keep a straight face of, oh yeah, yeah, we have a Shadow Lord, and then, oh yeah, the water is also kind of Fenrir. Like, whoops, whoop, fucking do. What a wonderful day.
Mm.
As yeah, she keeps a straight face. She nods.
Above that is Gerard Morningkill, Beta and Truthcatcher, an author of some note. And above him, Mother Larissa, the elder of this set, Bonar. And also there is Chases the Storm, a Right Master, Fianna. There are some positions I do not know if others have filled, such as Tale Singer and Master of Challenge. And as you know, I am Denfather.
She nods. What is what is the purpose of a tail singer?
To sing tales to Pisa.
So this is a Galliard job.
I would
What you're
say Galliard suited to it.
saying. They haven't explained much.
I don't tend to.
Probably. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the other cubs. Tell me more, or at least what you're willing to tell me about being a Galliard.
It's a bit of a hard job. Would be more Cause the Furious thing. She's your den mother. And also a Galliard. I'm a Philodox. I keep the laws, keep the peace, do my best to mediate disputes fairly, and sometimes investigate. But a Galliard, to me, my people will call a skald. A Galliard is two things very important. For one, you don't see a lot of writing from our people, do you? I imagine you're seeing glyphs, but not big book. This is because we pass things down orally. You strike me as smart. I think you can figure how important it would be for the auspice of telling stories in a people that tell all of their histories and facts through word of mouth to do their job. The memory of our people be upon you. But is not all you do. Every guru is expected to fight. This is so. Doesn't matter who you are. You're a guru, you're fighting. But the Galliard must be the most inspiring in doing so. They roar the loudest. Their attacks are the biggest. They spur their fellows on with howls of rage and glory and honor. Lead the charges. When the guru next to you is in the trench, not sure if they're going to go over the top, you are standing atop it, spurring them on. challenging them to do better, pointing out, I am standing on the top, and yet these fools cannot hit me. What is your excuse? That is a galliard in battle.
She's gonna smirk a little bit at this. I've been called many things. As the first time someone told me I'm into UC, but I'm seems intelligent. Mostly they say I'm fucking reckless.
You're young, comes with the territory. Doesn't mean you're stupid. Believe you me, I had my young days too. Oh, I was all about doing all kinds of stuff. You remember contemplates looked at me and said, well, how are you doing on your progress learning the great rights of punishment and law and such? And I said, well, Raya, I've mostly been kicking indoors because that is what I did. Made a point of being the first into the fray, kicking open the door, braving the hail of bullets and axes and hammers. This thing I still do from time to time. Once I was even so foolhardy as to take my motorcycle and jump a fucking bridge with it. Reckless. But I also learn many things, make quick progress in the mind, think quick like. Got my GED. So you can't quite call me stupid either. We all have our young days.
She nods. So she's thinking, can I still get on my low courses? Probably I will have to get it online then. Because obviously I can't fucking go to school anymore.
Oh no. No, you will not be going to the school places anymore. But you're also not the first cub that wanted to continue learning things. It would be very, very remiss for someone who has served under Utana's brood for this long to tell you not to learn things. So I will say, when you get chance, talk to Glasswalker. They will set you up.
And yeah, I will. I will not roll that. But when when Olaf says, "Yeah, I've certain Uruk," she doesn't know much. She doesn't know much, but she's heard that name a lot of time, and yeah, she she cocks her head on the side like, "Whoa, what? Really?"
Yes, I was part of a pack under Rutana himself, and now I am Alpha of a pack under Anaconda, member of Rutana's brood. Has been this way since I've been here at Sept of Green.
she she will nod slowly while she's concluding that Olaf has a thing for snakes. Mm. So as she's thinking, think I got think I got things to think about. Is there is there any place where I can beat things up?
Yeah, not a lot of us still on post, but tomorrow morning I suppose you can punch me in the face instead of Aiden if you like. If you don't need people that can hit you back, While out back at the cabins are some training dummies. They're long suffering, but they'll stand up to you.
She she makes a pause as she's trying to remember the guy with red locks.
Yes. And should we make it back from Amazon, I am sure Decimates will take you on as many times as you want.
Mm,
Lupus Arun loves a good game of punch face.
mm. Yes, and apparently she also loves the games of numb face.
Ah, yes, her thing with the snow. Snow's fun.
Snow is good, even if as she's speaking, oh god, she's gonna have she's gonna have an even harder time than I have in the south. Oh, it's gonna be bad.
Hmm. We'll be alright. The cold never bothered me anyway.
She, she's gonna look at that guy.
He looks completely fucking oblivious as to what he just did.
Fuck that. Just for the end of our scene, I'm gonna I'm gonna try to throw Kenny. uh,
Completely fucking oblivious. He's not even trying to be funny.
as she she nods. Then if you permit me, then father, I'm gonna go back to my room. I need to do other things and train up.
And get somebody to dedicate the next set of clothes to you.
Who do I get to?
Hmm. Usually grab a theater so some other people know the right.
She she's gonna make a pause. The only two theaters that I know are in the Amazon.
I will do what I can to get somebody for you.
She will nod as she she will look back a little bit to try to get a sense of where they are, and she will she will uh, nod to Olaf as she will start to trot uh, back to where she will hope to find a reflecting surface to get back to Tellurian and not get trapped here forever.
She goes off, and Olaf remains where he is, sitting, staring at the city. One day, I'm gonna burn that motherfucker to the ground.
I guess we can call that a scene as Olaf threatens the city as a lot of Garu have before, and probably somewhere in the distance, someone is whispering, "We should throw a meteorite at that thing." And this is where we would call it the scene. Thank you, Player ST, for being entertaining for me.
I,
Player for playing, and we'll catch you next time on Olaf, the Unfazed Adventure.